much of the film. I thought it was fantastic.
Great, thank you very much.
What is it about the horror genre that you love so much?
I grew up on John Carpenter movies. I discovered Stephen King, and I once I was 13 years old, I picked up a copy of Cujo, and I was just sold. I think you can do anything and everything with the genre. I'm a big kid. I'm a geek, and just the worlds you can explore. You just can't do that with anything else. I'm not particularly like, when people say horror, that the kind of torture porn kind of aspect of it. I don't want to see someone tied to a chair and tortured for an hour and a half. That doesn't do anything for me. But yeah, the sort of supernatural side I love. Monsters and ghosts and stuff like that I just love.
So was that what drew you to this film?
Yeah. I really love, again with the Carpenter aspect of it, the kind of siege movie, one location. Assault on Precinct 13 is just an amazing movie. And this, I love sterile locations. Whether it be like the storage facility or I shot F in a school or hospitals or anything, these kind of bland, sterile locations with endless corridors. For some reason, that just really attracts me as a director. Yeah.
It was a surprise to me that the storage facility hadn't been used for this sort of film before, because it seems an obvious choice.
Yeah. There was.
Creepy places.
Yeah, there was. There's a hilarious post on IMDb I saw someone had put up today, just talking about how storage. Not another storage movie, and they said Storage 1 was great, but Storage 8 to 9 was terrible, and I'm not going to go away. I thought it was very funny. It was a very well judged post. I think there might be one other kind of. I think there's an Australian movie set in a storage facility, but yeah, it's great. You can do anything. You can go into any time you get bored, you just go, right, okay, now they go into a mannequin unit. Now they go into this. Now they find that. Yeah, it's just a fun time. Yeah.
And you built the storage facility studio as well. What was that like to sort of create this?
It was good. I've never done that before. I'd come up through, hand to mouth kind of movie kind of stuff, making an F we'd shot on such in a proper college on so little money. So to be able to have the facility, to the finances to build this set and just go anywhere with it and have the vent tunnels and the different units was fantastic. I really liked it. Really good, yeah.
One of my favourite elements of the movie is the alien. What was it like for you to design that and for having a practical alien rather than
CG? Yeah, it was terrifying. It was terrifying as in not I'm scared of the alien. It's terrifying as and I think I've made a piece of shit. That would be my terror. I don't know if I'm allowed to swear on this. I just come off a Sci-Fi Channel movie, and they love their CG. Oh, they love their CG, and it, no matter what you do, it just looks bad. Unless even when you've got a lot of money, it looks bad. And my big thing was this: is I want to show the creature. I want to have 40 minutes of fun and suspense. But then when the creature's out there, I want it to be a character, and I want it to interact. And it's Noel versus the alien kind of thing. And big, as I said, a big Carpenter fan with The Thing, and I really love movies like Gremlins. So I really wanted to bring the Gremlins feel into it. And so it needed to be practical. So we brought Paul Hyde on, who did The Descent, and then mixed it with some really complex CG stuff, which I think it's seamless, which I think is really good. It looks like a guy in a suit all the time, whereas in fact it's the most complex CG I've ever dealt with. I mean, it's horrifically complex. And it just worked. It's brilliant. It has a real character. I love the alien as much as I love Noel. I want it to carry on, and it's a fun character.
Did it have a pet name?
It was called Gertrude, actually. Yeah, that's the CGI guys called it. It was very female, too female, in fact. Like it had very female parts. I remember the first time Noel saw it, he went, "What's that?" And I was like, "They modelled it on a horse, apparently." It had not that we shot the sort of slightly more feminine parts of it, but yeah, I felt that like the creatures sometimes in a movie represents the actual fear and sort of big. And for this, to me, there was a sort of aspect of fear of relationships and that was going on. So the creature kind of manifested itself in that. So it was a very feminine creature. It doesn't actually harm any women in the entire movie if you watch it. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Not that anybody would pick that up.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah. Please do. I will. With friends.
The end of the movie, it ends in a way that you could do a sequel.
Yes.
Is that something you want to do?
Yes. No, I'd love to. I think both Noel and I, when when we saw that ending sort of come to life, you know, you can never tell when you say this is going to, when we saw all the CG and the stuff and everything, and we were just like kids, we were just like, yeah, I mean, this would be amazing, you know. Yeah, so absolutely, I'd love to.
Well, that's good to hear. I love the film. I look forward to it.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind. Yeah.
Thanks
Cheers.
very much.
Nice to meet you.